Bellarmine University is one of 2,618 colleges in the U.S. that offers a four-year degree. Remember this fact because I'll be going back to it later. What I'm really here to say is that college students, you, should vote. Now I'm sure you have probably heard all this before. A guy with a camera tells you to vote and you flat out ignore him or her, thinking that I'm just one vote and one vote isn't going to matter in the long run. Perhaps you're right, but let me tell you the facts. Let's start with why you should vote for smaller elections, starting with Bellarmine's own town, Louisville, Kentucky. Last year, Louisville had 288,745 people vote in this previous election. Its winner, Mayor Greg Fisher, won the election by 71,896 votes. You want to guess how many students are in Louisville? Louisville's student population just barely beats that number with around 73,000 students. Well, I'm not saying to vote Republican or Democrat. What I am saying is that students have the power to change an election. Now, I know what you're thinking. Not every student lives in Louisville, and that doesn't properly show how students can change an election. And you're right. So let's talk about the big presidential election. Out of the 2,618 colleges, there is roughly around 23 million students in the U.S., and about 9.5 million of those 23 actually voted. In the previous presidential election, around 128 million people voted. If we add our 23 million college students to that number, the percentage of college students would be around 15%. While that may not seem like a lot, 15% can make all the difference. As a college student, I'm sure you would like 15% more on your last test, now wouldn't you? But let's throw away all the numbers and let me tell you 3 reasons why you should vote. 1. Voting in the U.S. is a right that only U.S. citizens have and no one else. 2. Some elections have actually been decided by just a few votes. Maybe someday one of your votes. And my final reason, for all you college students out there, is that sometimes the polls might have free food. And as a college student myself, it's hard to say no to free food. But jokes aside, voting gives you the power to change your country, and it starts by going to the polls.